Hey everybody, so I'm back with this tutorial today, and this is going to be a tutorial on this blue smoky eye, and I do have glitter at the bottom. This is optional, but I wanted to use it because I think it went along with the look. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and yeah, stay tuned, if you want to know how to do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cream eyeshadow. You can use any cream eyeshadow that you have, or if you have a really good primer, you can use that, of course. I'm using the e.l.f. Dollar Primer, and I already have it on, and I'm using the sheer cover. It's like a little palette, and I'm going to be using this white eyeshadow. So I'm just going to take a little bit and, put it on my eye. And I'm going to put it all over my lid. Like that. Now I'm going to be taking this white, and this is from Confident Princess Minerals, and this is a color in White Diamonds. It's just a pretty shimmery white color. So I'm going to be taking my eyeshadow brush by e.l.f. and I'm going to take a little bit, and these do not have sifters because they're sample sizes, but I'm going to tap it on the top. So I'm going to tap it at the top, and I see, and I'm just going to put it on my inner eye, and I'm going to blend it out like this. I'm going to take a little bit more from the top, and like that. Like that. And now I'm going to take a really small brush like this. It's not that small, it's pretty big. And I'm going to be taking Blue Sapphire, which is right here. Where's it again? Okay, I'm going to be taking Sapphire, which is a pretty blue. And I'm going to open it, and I'm going to, looks like this. And I'm going to take some on my brush like this and tap it on my brush, on my cap, so I could get a little bit. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on my lid, and I'm going to just pat it on. And these eyeshadows are really pigmented, so you really don't need to work very hard to get the color payoff that you want. Like that. I'm taking it from the cap. I'm not adding any more. So, like that. And I'm going to be taking this color, which is called Night Lights. And it's a pretty black color with glitter, with different colored glitter. Let me show you. Looks like this. Okay, so now that I'm going to be taking the Night Lights color, I'm going to take my blending brush by e.l.f. and I'm going to take some like this. And now that I have it on my brush, you can see all the little colors. And I'm going to pat that on my cap to kind of, leave the excess off. And I'm going to go in my corner, and I'm going to tap, and then I'm just going to blend. And I'm blending outwards. I'm going to take a little bit more from the top, like this. So I'm just, patting it on. And as you can see, I really am not making any effort to blend the colors together, which is a really good thing because sometimes you have different patches of colors, and that's because the eyeshadows are not very easy to blend. And I'm not having any problems with, these eyeshadows like that. So that's really good, because if you're a starter and you're barely starting to get into makeup, you really don't know all the techniques to blend and combine eyeshadows together so they can look really blended. And that's something really good about this company. So now I'm going to take white diamonds in my eyeshadow brush again. And again, pat the eyeshadow on the top. And I'm going to use that as a highlight. Like that. I don't know if you guys can see because of the mirror. And you guys, when you're creating a look, it's all about blending and retouching on all the colors. Like right now I have to retouch on the black. So that's pretty much it. That's the finished look. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to add liner. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Mega Liner. And I'm going to make a really thin line. Like this. Like that. And I'm going to add some mascara. I'm going to be using my Colossal Volume Express. And I'm going to really pack that on. And you can also use lashes with this look. It will be really pretty if you did. I just don't have none, and honestly I do not know how to use lashes. But I'm learning. So, just add how much, you want. It depends. Some people like a little bit of mascara, some people like, to really pack it on like I do. So there's my mascara. I'm going to add a little bit at the bottom. Like that. And now for the glitter. This is optional, but I really wanted to do it. I'm going to be taking the blue glitter, which like this. And again, you can purchase these products at confidentprincessminerals.com. And this is how this looks. Isn't it gorgeous? I'm going to be taking my Lid Cosmetics liner brush. And this is the round one. This is a little thicker one. And I'm going to be taking the glue. So, you dip it a little bit. And, kind of wipe off the excess. And I'm going to dip this into my glitter. Like that. And I'm going to add it as a liner. And you could just dip your brush because it's still kind of wet and add a little bit more. Like that. And that's it, you guys. It's really easy. It's something you can do when you're on the go, but you still want to look pretty done. And I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I hope you check out Confident Princess Minerals. And also, I'm going to be doing a review on this company. And I do have the blusher and the bronzer on from this company as well. And I will have all that in the review. And I hope you guys stay tuned for more tutorials. And yeah, so this is how it looks. And thank you so much for watching, you guys. Love y'all.